Hello, welcome to the Free Piece in the podcast. This week, yes, I just started it. Here we are, this week we're talking about Dragon Ball Chapter 31 to 40. I'm joined here with Hunt the Turtle Hermit.
Yo.
And Ryu, the Master of Phlegm.
The flag.
Yep, I had to do the flag because I've been saying it in my head all day today.
Oh, wow.
This is something that was covered in the chapters, as if you're reading along, you know. But... like, the guy, Bacterion? What the fuck
Bacterium, man. Or Bacterium.
Bacterium, that was it. Like, he just fucking spits on a motherfucker at some point.
Yup.
I was like transported back to 2016. You got a Knuckles popped up. Like, what the fuck was happening? Like, I felt so weird. I was like, and then they say like there's flexible, and I'm like, I don't know how to say that, but I'm saying it the way I say it because it is fun to do so.
I think it's like he's like the gurgle sound, right? With like the throat, like trying to
that's
gurgle up like spit.
Yeah. Also, I didn't introduce myself. Y'all know who I am. It's fine.
No, you're a nobody.
No, you don't.
Cooked. Washed up.
Washed up has been. I'm your washed up has been host.
Anyway, talking about hashpins now.
Oh wait, I forgot something. Go on.
Okay, so we start out right with like the training. We got like the whole training regime of like everyone. Basically, just doing child labor. It's just child.
It is child
It's
labor.
just child labor. But it does work out because they're strong as fuck now.
Yeah,
And I actually had a comment about that. Like, they start like Terminal Force, and like Goku does his first fight, and he just taps him on the like back with like the one finger, and he got flung off, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Goku is smart enough at that point to realize that he's fucking strong. Was that actually kind of like I was like, oh, he knows shit. He realizes that he's strong enough.
Yeah, he's like Krillin.
He's going to like her, and he's like, hey, don't go all out. Don't do anything. And then, of course, you have the whole thing.
I think that's cool, but, like, he then immediately goes, never mind. Just fuck
Yeah, but that...
I get
that that's a character moment. I get that that's a character moment. But, like, for them to set it up just to be like, yeah, fuck it.
I mean, he probably... Yeah. I assume he only did it for that one, bully, and they held back the rest of the time.
Yeah, but they didn't show that.
No.
They also didn't talk about it after that.
Yeah, but I assume that. That's what I assume.
Very quick setup and payoff, which was nice. It's just if this if that's like the majority of the way the story is gonna be told, then it's gonna feel bad.
Yeah.
I think that, like, this is like in line with a lot of the other stuff that I've been talking about over the last couple episodes. Like, this is stuff that like is fine now, but if like it continues, it'll be an issue. Which is very much like me to have this story. It's like 520 chapters, and like everything is just concerning.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh shit!
Oh
no!
Oh no!
Anyway, also I loved like when they like Goku like, hey, I can push this rock now, and like Roche like oh shit, like
that was actually something I didn't like.
I knew that Ben was gonna have a problem with this.
I found it funny.
Okay, Hunt, why do you think I'm gonna have a problem with it? Before I say why I have a problem with this,
you have a problem with him being so powerful so quickly, or something along those lines.
Yeah, something around there, yeah. Because like, what I've done is like, I just don't really like Goku just being able to do everything almost immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And like the way that like training arcs are always my favorites in Shonen. But here it just felt like a little bit worse.
I mean, it wasn't really an arc; it was one chapter.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like I like that normally, and like also this might just be because of what I remember from watching Dragon Ball. Like, this was a sequence of that I remember vividly watching it the first time and loving it. And then like I guess that's just like due to like the way I remember it, and like just like really loving the scene in like the anime when I watched it. And then coming back here and it's like, oh, this is 2 chapters. That's
pretty sure the anime
than I was expecting.
Yeah, the anime probably added a lot of stuff, I'm pretty sure.
Probably. Like it also helps like pacing the anime, right? But, like they don't know how like brought it out the anime. If it's like a one
jeez,
situation.
I'm
Yeah.
realizing it now, reading the manga from like again after having watched the anime, like it was a little while back, but still, the manga goes fucking quickly. It goes so
Yeah,
quick.
so,
Yeah, it does feel
that-
like a shit happen. Like a lot of stuff happens.
Yeah,
Like in a quick time.
like I didn't like. I still wanted to continue like a little because I still had a little bit to say about like the training thing. Because like the reason why it felt worse, like even though like again it's not like fully a training arc because it's just like 2 chapters. What made it feel a bit worse, and like this is what I've written down, Hud. So you got me. Like I have no problem with Goku doing well in training. But this does genuinely raise the question of why Roshi isn't teaching Goku anything else. Also, this part really undermines Roshi because Roshi's like, who can fucking do that? And then Goku just fucking does it, and he's like, well,
Oh shit! Yeah.
like
What you
it's
said-
fully,
Like, he's
like, it's-
speechless. Like at the
yeah.
panel, I have like I what I do. I take a note of what every chapter is about, like some small notes, and then one panel. The one panel I have is chapter 32. Is Roshi like wide-eyed and just dot.
That's funny because I do like a screenshot for each episode, and last week's screenshot was Roshi with the fucking laser eye.
Yeah,
when he sees
exactly.
lunch.
I did.
Roshi's just
I
memeable,
did.
man.
Yeah.
I used to do one thing per chapter. I did some 2 or 3 per chapter in this episode because I wanted to take some more notes, or like more points I wanted to like talk about. But yeah, like that's like the one panel that was like the Roche being very surprised that they could do it. Which also he said like he couldn't teach them any fighting, only train their bodies, which is weird because Kamehameha is a thing, and he knows how to
Yeah.
do it. Goku knows how to do it.
Also, like
Train
I guess
Goku how to
fuck
fucking
Krillin.
do it.
I guess
Yeah,
because Goku can already do it.
Yeah, but like at least like he said like it takes 50 years to train, so train him to at least get like a basis.
I
Like,
guess, yeah.
It's so weird.
He
like
elaborates on this later, but he says that the Kamehameha is a dangerous technique to use, which he doesn't really say yet. Anyways,
You probably should say it to Goku.
he probably
Use it,
does-
let's say use really nilly because he
Yeah,
used
Yeah,
it
this
like when they were
motherfucker just
locked
goes,
up. Because they were locked up and Goku's like, "I Kamehameha," just like
You
kept
used to run a
spamming
goddamn car.
it. Yep.
That was to
Yeah.
see if you could do it, so like I guess, but still.
So
Yeah.
also what you said about Roshiban, I totally agree that this does kind of.
Like this
Like-
is like a recurrence of the problem I had last episode, where Krillin got like immediately undermined by Goku just being stronger. And like that wouldn't be too
A
bad,
bad thing. Yeah.
but what I don't like about it is that now Krillin just continuously goes, "Here, look at this cool thing I can do." Still can't beat Goku though. He's a Dragon Ball fan. What the fuck is this? It starts in Dragon Ball itself. He's like, I can't beat
That just
Goku.
reminds me. I heard you say that, and I immediately my neuron activated. Like, oh.
What the fuck is he doing? Oh my god. You know what I
Oh
mean?
man.
Someone needs to beat Goku. Someone,
Someone,
beat
please.
He beats it himself later on.
Goku. Also, I like that Yamcha entered the tournament. That was cool.
Oh yeah, that was
Like,
fun.
yeah,
We
cool.
predicted this. We
Yeah, I like
predicted it
the
as well.
like the
Like
new
we
style.
said it. Like if they're gonna meet up, they're gonna meet up probably here, right?
Mhm.
Like that was like second episode. You said that.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
fun to predicted that.
I mean, he got Bozo.
Yeah.
So, you know. That's
like
the
the
thing.
first
Like,
round against this random Jackie Chun dude. Like I don't
Who's
This-
the Jackie Chan man?
this
I have
com-
no idea.
like like this complete rando.
No, I feel like Jackie Chan and Soga King would be good friends.
It's true.
The fact
Like
that I
on the
wrote
same
that
island.
down as one of my things, like
I stole your joke.
That's amazing.
Ah! Also, this is another thing because like this is the part of the anime that I actually remember. So like this is something I can talk about from like 2 different perspectives. Because like obviously we're joking about Jackie Chan now. As a kid, I watched this when I was like fucking 11 or 12. I was like, I can't. I was like, it has to be right, but I wasn't sure. I was like,
I wasn't at first, but Yamcha definitely confirmed it for me. like,
Yamcha
saying, like,
just says it. Which,
Yeah.
But like, I'm pretty sure I was a dumbass kid, bro. Because I was just like, I don't know, I don't know. Even after that, I was like, I don't know. Could be anybody. Like I
Fair
just
enough.
because like I think what did it for me when I was a kid was that Dragon Ball already had so many pop culture references. The Jackie Chan thing, I was like, oh, this is a Jackie Chan reference. Cool. Like, of course he's gonna be strong. And then like I didn't think much after that. And then like they started putting up the like Master Roshi stuff, and it took a while for that to like build up over like over top of the like it's just a Jackie Chan reference.
Yeah.
Because
down,
like I think it's chapter 37. There's a Ghostbusters reference. Like it's just a crowd shot of like Krillin is reacting to the fact that there's like 137 people. And then like obviously they're standing in this crowd. Also, they made Goku black for some reason in the colored version. I don't know.
What?
I'll send the screenshot in our chat so you guys can see the Ghostbusters reference and Goku being light skinned.
An early Goku Black reference? That's crazy.
Look at this. Tell me that ain't anything. Tell me ain't a brother.
Like, it's just he's been in the forest a long time, so it's just a suntan, I think.
But look at the back. Look in the back. Look in the back. Like way in the back.
Oh,
That's the stake of Marshmallow Man.
yeah, I was about to say.
I didn't even notice that. I did not. I just like looked over that.
I've watched a lot of 80s movies and TV shows, so like I'm a peep all these references. Or well, I guess it's in the 90s already because it was like late 80s, 90s, right?
Yeah.
But like 90s, I'm even more over than like get me.
Yeah, because
I'm
this
a
was
peep all
still
this shit.
this was like mid 80s, like yeah, mid 80s. This was made. Dragon Ball was made in
84.
yeah, thought so. 1984.
Yeah, so we're still like mid 80s. Anyways. Also, I just wanted to talk about this. Jackie Chan can just read fucking minds. This is just a thing he does for the sake of plots. And I'm pretty sure he never does it again. I'm like, obviously, I don't remember everything fully, so that might be a wrong statement. But I'm pretty sure this motherfucker never fucking does it again.
It's like
I will elaborate at another time.
He just doesn't fucking do it. What do you mean?
There's no bed. There's no audio. He's straight into nothing.
I just like
It was just quiet. It was like you said like there's no audio.
Bro, that must have looked so fucking funny. Holy shit.
It was so hilarious. Anyway.
We're gonna have audio episodes of this. This joke is not gonna translate.
I'm gonna say it next time. Anyways,
No.
so on that
For our blind listeners, that is wearing a Santa hat.
That just beat me in the eyeball when I went to lean forward to laugh.
For our blind listeners, Ben just laughed and his Christmas hat hit him in the eye.
Bro, I just said, fuck it. What were you going to say?
on the topic of Jackie Chan reading minds, the person he read the mind to, aka Nam, was the first tragic backstory in Dragon Ball. If you don't consider, Goku killing his grandfather or whatever,
There's no flashback of that. It doesn't count.
it doesn't count. So
These are all just allegations. Goku will beat the allegations.
Can the allegations
Can he beat
beat
Goku,
Goku
though? Can't beat you.
Oh no! Oh god, guys,
Okay, we timed it 40 chapters. Maybe we're officially Dragon Ball fans.
Oh no! Well, you are. I'm not here yet.
Yet. For our blind listeners,
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Nothing happened. You dumbass. That's all I got. That's all I got. You suck, bro.
Anyway, so we got to the finals, right? Like semifinals. I assume
it's Krillin versus Jackie Chan now, and then it's gonna be Goku versus Nam, which I really would like not to be a reference to the Vietnam War, but in this time period, you never know.
What?
I mean, his name is Namu.
Oh, Namu. Okay, I forgot his name. Hut just said Nam, and I was like, ain't no way.
Yeah,
No way.
no,
I
They say-
wrote down the fighters. It's Kurovin
Yeah,
is
they-
1, Bacterium was 2, Yamcha was 3, Jackie Chan was 4, Ranfan was 5, Namu 6, Goku 7.
Can we talk
Giblin,
about
the monster.
Ranfun, by the way? Like, like, the name Ranfun, like, the
Being
translation notes-
lingerie.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, dude. Can we,
Yeah.
really?
But-
Alexi
And I was
also,
like, okay,
just
it's
stripped
gotta be
down.
just a reference, right? And then she just strips down to lingerie. Yep.
Holy shit. Jesus.
And even now was like,
Yeah.
but
But
like,
he pulled through
but
for
then,
his
like-
for his village.
it was water.
The fact that he's gonna have to fight Goku, though, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna
Bro,
suck.
listen, he's gonna cook him.
They have to give him the prize money, right?
I
Otherwise
so
they're
hope
fucking
that like either
evil.
Goku beats him or Goku hears his backstory from Jackie Chan and he's like, "Hey, I'm not gonna let you win."
That would actually be awesome. I'd be
Or
so
not,
happy.
or Nam beats him. Like,
Nah,
Yeah,
they can.
yeah,
they
Bro.
because the story has given so much precedent for Goku being.
Yeah,
beaten by
I don't.
anything.
I don't
okay,
believe
I
that.
have
I don't
I have a
believe that.
counter argument for that. Listen, you know,
How many L's has Goku taken?
Name one.
the castle.
What
You know,
castle?
he had.
What castle? Hut?
What castle? Huh? Huh? Name the castle. So you're a Dragon Ball fan? Name every ball.
1, 2.
Now the
Alright, let me-
Japanese names, motherfucker.
Or,
You think I remember that?
All right. Want me to name want me to name every L Goku has taken? His grandfather died. Bozo. Right? He had to live in the woods. Fucking Bozo. He had,
That's
bro.
kind of a 5.
Yo, you just defended
Bro.
all of our Woods listeners.
Ah, yes, with the Wi-Fi.
There's a dude out there sitting on a tree stump, just very offended right now. Oh,
This phone like fuck.
I can't believe you done this. Paul Bunyan is rolling over in his fictional grave.
But yeah, I hope.
So for all the fighters, I had like comments on them.
Mhm.
And the one I had for Yamcha was Bulma's boyfriend.
Nice.
Oh wow, yeah. I mean, I guess they don't
Yeah.
even mention it. Like
No,
they,
but
they have an
it's
offhand
assumed,
mention of like that. Yeah, right. That he had to cut his hair. That's like the only.
For Bulma in the city. So I assume they
Yeah,
at least
that's
like gave contact.
Also, I forgot whatever. I forgot the manga name, but in the dub, I'm pretty sure his name is Guden, the guy Goku, the dinosaur Goku found.
Gillen.
Yeah, I'm still gonna say Guden, so I'm sorry.
His name was like fully
Gurren
was
Lagann?
Monster Gillen. Like Jilan.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we all agree that he won that fight, right? Like Goku straight up cheated.
Goku cheated. Goku definitely
I
cheated.
don't give a fuck if they're like, oh, a special
Can tell.
exception. No, he lost. He lost.
I mean, they were not allowed to use weapons. They
Yeah.
never said
I
items
I was
specifically.
thinking about this, right? Like they're not allowed to use weapons. They didn't necessarily say items, so like I kind of get where you're coming from. But like what I just thought was fucking hilarious. Like I get this world is a bit wacky, but like can you fucking imagine like you have fucking wings. You come back out of this. You yeet this motherfucker. Magical cloud comes and save him. What?
He flies
Bro,
back,
what?
and you gotta get mad at them, and you get like, how can he's allowed to do that? And like, you have wings, dog. What do you?
No.
I mean,
The wings are fair. He fucking
Yeah,
grew them bitches. This motherfucker got this cloud off of eBay.
He got on from this one turtle motherfucker.
bro.
Tell me
bro
that's not how every eBay transaction goes, though.
True.
I was gonna say Facebook Marketplace, but that works.
Oh man.
And then he just, grows his tail back.
That's
Oh,
some
yeah,
Deus
that
Ex
happened.
Machina shit, by the way.
Mm,
I don't
yeah.
want
It's like it's
But-
not even like a slow grow. Like it popped. It just popped back out of nowhere.
But hey, at least him, getting his tail cut wasn't a one-time thing.
Yeah,
or the
that's
cat-
It's gonna happen more.
Yeah. They're like everybody, like the spectators from the group just went, "No, we gotta cut that shit off again." That shit's
Jumps
not-
just like
They're
fuck.
like, okay, when's the next full moon, boys? Like,
That's what I said. They said like when's the next full moon? Then Pua was like,
Toriyama
don't know.
finally gives guys periods, and we want to take them away. I can't believe this. Equality was
I
achieved.
can't believe it.
Yeah,
Equality
it,
has
Yep.
been achieved.
it was right there, man. I don't get it.
I came in here with some weird energy today, guys. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I don't get it.
That's fine.
Like, if anybody wanted like a serious discussion, we got like 2 seconds of that today.
Doesn't matter. Just be
I have
quick
another
today.
note, so maybe we can pull it back. But
All right, go for it.
all right, so I wanted to talk about the turtle hermit way. Like it's
The
been
Turtle
some
Hermit
conversation.
way
Like I call it the turtle hermit way because that's like the way they call it in the
in the
dub.
dub. Yeah.
And like what one like I very well remember the like what Roshi says of like, you know, eat well, sleep well, train well, and all that and that stuff. Like I like that is something that like that sometimes just pops up in my head because of like a line from Super, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But like I just really like the ideology, and I like the way it is actually portrayed here as opposed to some other shonen stuff. Like so, it's strive not to win, but not to lose is just a great sentence.
That's a very good
Because
one. Yeah.
like, and that's something that Roshi also like set up by talking about it when they were training of like, oh, you know, like you're not going to win, but it's still a good experience. You're like you're not gonna win, but still go for it.
Yeah.
And like also like I think a lot of time in other shonen like rest is not really emphasized, and like they focus more on like pushing yourself, like to the point
Yeah.
of like collapse
Breaking.
to like
Yeah. Exactly.
and like yeah they show like the character then like falling asleep, and then like maybe somebody like helps them up and like carries them off or whatever, but
like bring him
it
to a
is-
bed and like they wake up in there.
yeah, and then like they might sleep for a long time or whatever, but they really emphasize that like pushing yourself to that like to collapse,
That
and that
brink
is
is-
something that I think I really like about the way they portrayed here, because Roshi just like they're in their training. There is a nap schedule. There is rest.
They had the
schedule.
fucking like
Mhm.
the hangmats like of the tree. They're just
Yeah.
they're napping.
Eat well, play well.
Like the
sleep well.
food is
I love
also
that.
emphasized, like the eating
Yeah,
nutrients.
yeah. Like I think Roshi like he denied food once, like at the start, like obviously with the rock and stuff. I think that was just to teach him a lesson, and I don't think like he would do it again, because I think now
No.
that the training is actually properly started and looking at like the core tenets of the Turtle Hermit Way, I just like I don't think he would after this. And I just
No.
like that was like I criticized this story like a lot, and I set up a lot of like worries for the future. But this is one thing that like even if they stray away from it later on, I love this bit. I love that they actually emphasize rest, because I think
Yeah.
a lot of shonens they go into that fantasy bit of like pushing yourself to collapse, and I think that is a message that I personally have taken away from those stories and ran away with in a bad way that I'm now coming back from. And having done that, having been there, I wouldn't recommend it. So I really like that Dragon Ball was just like, yeah, no, fucking take your time, take naps, eat, do all of this. It is all
Training is
part
not
of
the only
training.
thing you need to.
Yeah.
Just the physical part is not all.
Normally, like in other shonens, like Naruto's one of those where like they'll say it like rest is also a part of this, but they don't show it. And
Yeah.
that is
Show
how
don't tell,
you-
right?
Yeah, show don't tell is there because like telling is not as memorable as showing.
Exactly. Anyway, coming off of that, back in the battle, Kurin versus Bacterian.
Flechem.
Y'all remember this one scene?
Flechem. That's all I got.
Also, no nose.
The fart? Oh, the no. Alright, yeah, no, that's fair.
I fucking love that. It's just like the Goku's like, "You have no nose." Like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's like one step away from going, got your nose.
yeah. I get it. It's like when you're if you're like talking on the phone and then you forget that you're talking on the phone. It's like that. That's you forget
I've
that
never
you
had
don't
that.
have.
Forget you're talking on the phone.
I have never had that before, but I've heard people have it. like,
Okay, I was gonna
Talking
say.
in the phone and be
Hearsay.
like, "Hey, where's my phone? Where is it? You know?
Oh, like that. Yeah, no, I have that all the time.
You do?
Or you're looking
No,
you're
like
looking
I'll
for
stop.
something, you use your flashlight on your phone, and you're like, "What the fuck is my phone?"
No, I'll be like reading and then like thinking about something, and then I'm just like, oh yeah, I should send a message. Where's my phone? Oh right. Literally looking at it, I'm like, oh.
I do have where I'm like, I see something like, "Oh yeah, I want to look that up," and then I don't look it up for like 2 seconds. Like, what did I want to look up again? And then I have to rechange my steps. I'm like, what the fuck did I want to look
Yeah,
up?
Yeah,
yeah,
see, that happens
yeah.
to me.
And then I don't remember, and I'm like, fuck, I want to look up something up, but I don't know what. Like, I'm missing something.
I'm missing out on knowledge.
Ah.
Knowledge. So, what are you like? You've been very quiet.
I have. I'm just interested in seeing your takes. Also, fun
What's your
fact.
take, bitch?
I was
Yeah, give me yours.
first with the fun fact. The tournament arc, or the world tournament was not originally planned to be in the story at all. The only reason this happened was because Toriyama's editor uh told him that he should follow a formula that was very popular at the time that I forgot now, but it was incorporated in Fist of the North Star, which is one of the most or was one of the most popular manga at the time. Toriyama said, "Screw that, I'm gonna do my own thing," and then he thought up of the tournament arc, and now we're here. So I thought
Jesus.
that was pretty interesting that he strayed away from the normal path and chose his own, and he basically, innovated the path for
I
The
think
tournaments.
that's
genre.
like I think that's something that I mean obviously like it's rare, so let's say that it happens more often. Like maybe a bit technically wrong, but like that is how the innovation tends to go. Like it's you taking the like the normal things as it were, like the base things from um from like what is popular at the time, and then taking that and like incorporating it, but also changing it in like in a certain way, right? Like I think one of the best like recent examples of that within the shonen genre is like Doctor Stone, right? Like it
Hmm.
is like
Yeah.
taking that shonen idea of like underdogs gotta like work our way up, and like with a magic system, made the magic system science, right?
Yeah.
And took that like, okay, we're gonna rebuild the world. Like I think that like that is like it is very obviously like a shonen, but it does it in such a way that like nothing before it has done.
Yeah, exactly. Like, innovate,
And
right? Innovate
yeah,
upon
and
the
like
already
you
set
can
basis of shonen.
like I think now, because like obviously like it's a like much larger industry, um and obviously because like there's just a lot more manga being produced and like being put out there. You have a bit more, you don't have as many like major like streams, so it's a bit harder to see like the main like the main like what is mainstream and like what is coming up, what is innovating. But that's also because we're still like in it, right? Like it's hard to see where all this stuff is going to go, and like in hindsight it's always easy. Like for example, now we can say Dragon Ball innovated the manga industry, then off of Dragon Ball we got the big three that like took that, kind of tried to like improve upon it in long form storytelling, did that, and then off of that we got like what is now like the modern generation of like
Yeah.
MHA, like JJK,
Demon
Black
Slayer,
Clover.
etc.
Yeah, and then like now we're getting towards the end of a lot of those, and it's interesting. It like that's what I'm interested in, like seeing like what do people take away from those series, and what do they try to improve upon. Like me and Hut have talked about this at length. It's a little bit of a tangent, of course, but may not have talked about this before. It's just like that we probably won't get stories as long as like One Piece
Big Three,
like the
yeah.
big three again, because like everything's getting like shorter and like more optimized in that way of storytelling. Um, But honestly, I feel like I feel like maybe we won't. I feel like maybe we will, in fact, get longer stories again. It's just that it is going to take a while. One of the things that this is actually a thing that I've been thinking about, and this is an idea that came to be for me whilst watching basketball. Trust me, disconnect somewhere. So essentially, around the '60s in basketball, there was you had an all-time great scorer, Will Chamberlain, who just put up insane numbers. So the NBA, so basketball was very high scoring. Then in order to stop the people players like Will Chamberlain from putting up such huge numbers, they put in more rules in place to kind of slow down the game. That kind of lasted that happened around the '70s and stuff. So you had a lot more low scoring games. That lasted until about the 2000s when 3 points started becoming a big part of the NBA, and we started seeing a lot more high paced plays. So then scoring came up again. So you see it went from high to low to high again. So I think that we're also going to enter another low period because there's more rule changes probably going to happen. And in the same way, I think that we're going to see something similar with manga. We had Dragon Ball, which was a very long story. Then but then Big Three took that and was like, okay, let's continue this. And obviously with pressure from Shonen Jump, they made it longer. But then after that, stories went, okay, these stories are good, but we can compress this. So
we can have a quicker payoff. Basically, is what that
yeah,
changed.
but that doesn't mean that future mangaka won't look at that and go, I wish this was longer. All it takes is the one. All it takes is the one to go. I look at looks at JJK and goes this is great, but if this was slower, if this was a slow burn, wouldn't it be better? And
I just remember the Jeremy Clarkson meme. That's the first thing that came to my mind when you said that. This is great, but I love this.
Not intentional, but so
yeah.
I think we'll probably have more short form stories, but I don't think that rules out the existence of more long form storytelling in manga. I think there's still going to be stories doing that. It's just that we don't know about them yet because they're just getting started.
Yeah, like Kagurabachi.
Kagurabachi is having a great start, but I feel like it's going to be 300, 400 chapters, maybe maximum. Don't think it's going to be that long.
Fair enough.
We'll have to see. Wait and see, I guess. It's chapter 13 or something.
19.
They can always spoilers for Hunter
12.
Hunter.
Yeah.
They can always pull a Hunter Hunter, blow up the
13,
scale of the world by 14 million times, and then just go
They're
You know what?
Okay,
let's just make it big.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we have this world. Oh, by the way, the Dark Continent exists. FYI.
By the way, the world's 9,000 times bigger. Perfect.
It's like in One Piece. We got the Grand Line is cool and all. And then
What?
Kobe,
Did you know there's a second Grand Line?
Yeah. Hey,
Grand
Luffy,
Line. We have two.
Have you heard the second part of the Grand Line?
It's what the fuck? This shit was crazy enough to begin. If you
Luffy,
thinking
listen.
about it in hindsight, it's obvious. Oh yeah, it makes a lot of sense for there to be a second part to this. But that's in hindsight. At the time, we're just oh yeah, this is it. But then you can blow up the scale of a world as long as you do it properly. It can you can do it and it can work very well. So we can get we can just get longer stories again if that's something that because I think that's a problem. Okay, after this I'll promise we'll get back to Dragon Ball. But I think this is an issue that Shonen Jump is just facing now because so many of its big big names are ending relatively soon, or slow down production a lot. Demon Slayer's gone, My Hero's ending soon. JJK, if that doesn't end soon, I'm pretty sure the fans are gonna riot, because they can't take no more.
The end game for JJK has to be when they kill Sukuna, right?
Yeah.
Like that has to
That's
be
a-
Endgame. So
Blue
Yeah,
Lock
that
is
is-
still going, and I feel like that'll go on for a little while longer.
yeah, but
Yeah,
like there's still like a
that's-
power gap, right? Within in Shonen Jump, like there's still like a massive gap like
Blue
coming
Lock
up.
is
Basically.
good,
Mhm.
but like it's not up there with like My Hero or Black Clover.
It is the best selling manga this year. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure it's the best selling manga this year.
I gotta be honest, that has
I
stopped
don't
meaning
believe
something
that.
since 2020.
Also
What?
that
Listen,
Because
since
every new anime that comes out becomes a best-selling
the
fucking manga.
bestseller.
no,
Yeah,
it becomes a
like,
bestseller
yeah.
for like a month, but I'm pretty sure 2019,
Bro, the
2020.
manga bestseller list has
No.
become like the New York bestseller list. This shit don't mean
No,
anything.
No,
Like
I'm gonna defend
something
this
brand new comes out,
because
bestseller.
I'm pretty sure 2020, 2021, and 2022, JJK was the best selling manga of the year.
2020 was not. 2020 was Demon
Was
Slayer.
not. Let me take a look.
Bro, it was
No.
Demon Slayer. What are you talking about?
I'm
Think
too
for
full.
Bro's
think,
yapping.
think. He's yapping. He's yapping. No. But like 2020 was when Demon Slayer season 1 debuted. They had the fucking movie, all that. It was quarantine. Nobody had anything else to watch. They all fucking read Demon Slayer. Or
That
they
is
bought
much.
it in
I
the
read
comic.
Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, like 2020 was Demon Slayer. I think 2021 it was still Demon Slayer. Last year was JJK. Like I think JJK was second, and then One Piece was third.
One Piece has
That
been
makes sense.
consistently up there, not
Yeah.
top, but it
Kingdom
was just up there.
was. Fun fact: 2019 Kingdom was the best-selling manga, not One Piece.
Fair enough.
Nice, love it.
And still,
Kingdom is
we
good.
have no English release for this motherfucker.
As
give
in
it,
physical
give
copies.
it, please. I'll buy all of them immediately. I will go into more that.
I was gonna say, you know, more into that.
I'll do it for Kingdom. Anyways, we should get back to Dragon Ball.
Yeah. So
Tangent
we were
over.
at the Goku versus Ginton. I'm saying that.
Kinto
Gillen
is
fight.
fighting the cloud.
Come here.
Pull up, bitch. Pull up.
So like
A
he
winner
goes still
recovers,
back and
Galen, guys.
like he just breaks out of the fucking spit, right, and just like and he like punches the wall, and Gillen was like, "Nah, I'm not doing that." Even though I don't think the kick powered up that much. At least
It doesn't like that's like yeah. It's a oh wait, we're power scaling right now. Cool.
yeah.
I said it 2 seconds later. Fucking for power scaling. Like yeah, I think like because now it's just brick, and I think like I think he's done something like that before.
I mean, yeah. Or did he like boost himself with his tail? Like did he like bounce off it like Tiger from like fucking Winnie the Pooh?
Tigger, right?
Yeah. Oh, did he did he use this like a spring or something? Like it was hard to make out.
I
For
mean
me, but,
something broke, so like I think he just
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
went for it.
Probably.
Okay, but Hut, I do want to know some of your takes because like you're very quiet and like you're cooking something. I don't know if it's good, but like something's happening. In your brain.
I feel like tournament arc so far has been very boring. I haven't liked it right now. Alright? And can be better. Though it's now starting to get to
Yeah,
the
I think I agree because like the thing with like that makes tournament arcs good is that like lets you do a lot of quick fights, and fights are a good way to build up, you know, tension and just like have like adversity for your characters. There's been none of that shit. They just hit like one of them literally fucking surrendered after seeing the strength. Like
Yeah.
like,
and
Goku's
I'm
ground
pretty
had.
sure that was I'm pretty sure that was Bruce Lee. I'm just saying that looked a lot like Bruce Lee.
The fucking dragon monster.
No,
That's
the thing
what
that-
I was thinking.
oh, you thought of that? I was thinking the prelims. That fun, you know, the Krillin
Oh,
fought
right,
the
yeah.
kickstand.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, so like
Uh,
they like none of the like good aspects of tournament arcs are being used right now, which feels bad.
Yeah, I was gonna
like
say
it, and
too.
I mean, I assume like it is the first tournament, right? And since he like kind of developed tournament arcs, this is like this is his first go at it. I don't think he developed them better later
yeah,
on
like
in the
that. Like I
story.
think like the best thing, or well, the biggest thing to say about it now is that we're not serious about this. Like the tone is still goofy. Like Krillin literally won because Goku went, "You got no nose," and then he beat his ass.
You
Like,
ain't got no nose.
you
Yeah,
ain't got
I
no nose.
honestly think
Like
I honestly
Yeah,
think the second half of Dragon Ball is different from the first.
yeah,
like
like
Dragon
it
Ball
feels
Super.
very like we talked about this in the first episode. That like going that is super surprising going into the series knowing like about what made Dragon Ball
Like
famous,
yeah,
and then like just seeing this and like try like getting through it. Like it is very fast paced. There's a lot of things happening, and of course like
Give me a second.
the paneling is kind of nice. I have a thing to say about in a second, but like it's not like anywhere near what you would call like what is on the back of this here volume, the greatest action adventure comedy manga series of all time. Like right now, I ain't seeing it. I'm like,
that's
it's
fair.
not like obviously I've already watched it. Like I know what happens later, um, but like it's a hard sell, right? It's the
Yep.
same as like people saying like One Piece is this great epic like adventure. It isn't epic for the first bit. It's goofy adventure, and like if you're here
Then it
for
becomes
goofy
epic.
adventure, then like you're gonna have a great time. If you think it's gonna be like
Yeah.
all serious, like gritty shit, then go read fucking
Pirates.
Berserk.
Yeah, like the I don't know. The expectation is set up, and like from what like we've known is like so much different from what we've
I'll
seen.
teleport into a
No.
different room.
Hot the cheese that's loud.
I did.
Oh, there you
I
go.
am the teleporter.
Yeah,
Also, I
but
wanted to point out, like, we're out of the first volume now, guys. We're into the second.
oh
volume,
hell yeah.
which is
Yeah.
probably my favorite cover of the. You're not gonna be able to see it well because of the fucking light. Like, also for anybody wondering, like, why I look so fucking white, even though I'm not. The fucking ring light is super bright white.
Yeah.
He looks
I
whiter
can
than me.
confirm. I can
Yeah,
confirm
I
I've been
like
there.
lighting. I swear, I'm black.
I look blue. I look like a Smurf. This is because of my colorations I use on my lighting. But yeah, no, like from what we've seen so far, Dragon Ball is like very much goofy, like all there is. I
Which
feel like
is
the
it's
way we're
not a
reading it,
bad thing. It's
it's
just
not
you
helping.
need to know going into it. I
Yeah,
think
definitely.
it helps if you know when the switch happens, which
We
I mean
don't.
I don't know. Well, like we'll see. I think it might help because like if you get your friend into the like if you're like always like recommendations are always tricky because what got you into it is always very hard to replicate for
Yeah.
other people. Also because like you probably didn't get into it like fully on the first try either. And I think with Dragon
Oh.
I
Ball,
mean, for One Piece, like myself, I've like I did like the third try was when I like finally got hooked on it. And like how my friend described to me, like he instantly went like normally people like said like it's the most amazing epic adventure because that's where we are now. But he told me like before I started like this is pretty goofy. See if you like it, and like he introduced me like it was goofy, which it was at the beginning, of course.
Mhm.
So
it
I
was
feel like I
goofy,
got a
but
pretty
it
good
had like emotional moments, which
yeah,
and
which
like
those hit you on like those grab you and like
yeah,
keep
like you
you
get
there.
little like sprinkles of like this is the emotional writing of the story, and that's
Yeah.
what makes it
Yeah.
like good. Like the story is still fucking goofy. Like we're still in Goofy Town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
like the difference is that like it never tramples over foot of those emotions. And that is something that I feel like Dragon Ball is doing a horrible job at right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
that a lot of my favorite series I didn't get into like first try. One Piece, my second favorite series of all time, took me 3 tries to get into. I didn't
So
get into the Berserk first try either. That took me a while.
I did.
Um, of course you did. Did like
I'm wearing this shirt right now. Like,
Yeah. To be fair,
For me, Berserk. No, you make your point.
I
I'll come back to this.
yeah, I was gonna say. So there are a lot of shows that takes a while to like get into. That's why I give shows like several tries because keep remembering. One Piece that took me a while to get into. That's just one
Except
of my
for
favorite.
isekais, drop them immediately if they get bad. Not worth it.
I kind of agree with that. Anyways, it
Number one
takes me.
isekai hater.
Yeah, right there.
right.
But yeah, it takes
I
me
don't
a
even know
while
where
to
you-
get into series,
somewhere there.
and even if I drop a series, I'll come back to it like 3-4 months later. So like, all right, let me give it
Look
another
at a new
time.
like
Even
perspective.
yeah,
guess.
and
Mm.
even then, if I don't like it, I'm like, okay, let me give it another try later.
There's
It'll,
like
like,
one series that
But
I've tried like 3 times and I still haven't gotten into it, but I'm still trying. I forget which one
which
it is.
is
I forget
Frick
it.
that.
I forgot.
Luffy?
I keep. Oh, Mob Psycho 100. I know it's good.
Um,
oh
I
wait,
I
wait,
know.
actually,
I've-
I get it. Took me 2 tries to get into that too, and it's
I'm on my
super
third.
good.
It's still rough. I
Uh,
keep
yikes.
watching the same episode. I'm like, fucking, I don't care.
Just go to the next one. Skip it.
No, that's not how it works. Yeah, so, bro, I had a conversation with my sister earlier. She's watching Wano, right? And she was like, bro, can I skip the Odin backstory? It's so boring. I'm like, no, you're not allowed to. I am not.
The
Yo,
Odin
bro,
one?
I
That's
am not
crazy.
allowing you to.
That's-
Yeah, she didn't like it.
I love how little time we spent talking about Dragon Ball on this Dragon Ball podcast.
There's more One Piece episode.
Yeah, to be
But this
fair.
is
I mean, it's
the-
a tournament
this
arc.
is the
What's there to
Shonen
talk
Jump
about?
Episode.
What's
No,
it talk about a tournament
guys,
arc?
this
Let's be
is
real.
this is why I need to talk about Journey to the West. I haven't talked about Journey to the West this episode. Look where we end up.
Yeah, we were in fucking One Piece and Shonen Jump. We talked about fucking Demon Slayer.
This is
We
the,
number
this is the
one.
meta episode. This is the
Yeah.
meta
You should
episode.
you should name it the
The
meta
metaverse.
episode.
This is the
Yeah.
metaverse. No. Okay. Well.
The Meta-sode. There you go. Gotcha.
Oh, that's I actually like that. Yeah. Also,
Yeah,
I've,
there you
I've
go.
run into an issue with the titles. Like they're just too long to fit in.
I used to do that. Like I had this giant title, and then I had like the full game title at the end. But I was like making videos still. Like there's the lap attacks, just like it's way too long.
Yeah.
Also,
No,
I have a cause for concern that
Which is.
um that I feel like it will be boring if
Say it.
I
Say it.
I don't
Say
this
it.
might sound mean, but
Say it right now.
I don't want Goku to win the tournament.
I
Hmm.
I get it. No, look, I'm
Yeah, no, I
vocal
get it.
about this already.
Yeah.
Look, you know I'm on board.
He's been
yeah.
breezing through
Either
everything.
Goku wins and like he still gives Namu the shit, or Namu like beats his ass.
Yeah, cause listen, this is a tournament. Decide who's the strongest. He legitimately slept before his match. He's not taking this
He was
seriously.
sleeping on him. Oh my god, can't believe it.
Bro, cleaved on the monster.
Yeah, like Goku is not taking this seriously at all. He needs to like be put in place.
Get a reality check. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, kick this motherfucker's ass.
Yep, so that's why I think Nam is gonna win.
You gotta either get a reality check here, and like, or otherwise after pretty soon, because otherwise this would be kind of like a weird show. I feel like.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been on weird. Also, I
Been-
forgot to mention this because like I didn't like because my last memory of Jackie Chun was like when I watched it as a kid and didn't like get it yet. I was still like doubting the entire time. I didn't know if Ryu was gonna figure it out, which in
I figured it out
hindsight
pretty
is
quick.
insulting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty insulting, but it's fine.
But I kept all my notes not writing Roshi and just saying Jackie Chun. Because it's like, I don't want to accidentally slip up.
I mean, 37
Even-
was like Yamcha versus Jackie Chun is what I wrote, and then Roshi, I am pretty sure, is what I wrote behind that. So
Like,
that like
Like,
So-
me
but-
watching this as a kid, I was like, wait, that's Roshi, right? No, but he just did that. I don't know about that. I
know
was
about
back and
that.
forth,
Can I-
like, nah, that's
am I
Roshi.
allowed?
Nah,
Am
that
I
ain't Roshi.
allowed
I
to
don't know.
make? Am I allowed to make another One Piece tangent?
Oh boy.
Sure, but we're running out of time, so be quick.
Okay, so in Dressrosa when they were all dressing up with beards and stuff, right?
Hmm.
I
Oh,
was
I don't know
still
where this
in
is going.
I was still in pre-time skip watching One Piece, but my brothers were like further ahead, and one of my brothers was watching Dressrosa at the time, which was about where the latest episodes were ish. So I was watching Dressrosa, and then I popped in while he was watching, and then he because I came in right, he paused this episode, and then it was a still frame of like Zoro with the beard and the glasses and stuff, and I was like, that guy, he looks like Zoro, and then they just looked at me and like, that's Zoro, man. I don't. Go
Bro,
on,
he had
you
such
fine.
an easy out. He had such
He's like, that's his
an
brother.
easy
That's his
out.
brother. Don't worry about it. That's his brother.
No,
Like,
no,
he
that
could have
would've
lied.
been- yeah, that would have been bad. Like, it would have been a bad lie, but like he would have fucking believed it.
It's like anything. Yeah, you were a child. Like they believe that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Wow.
oh, fuck. Like, I always try to lie about shit like that with a friend, and I'm trying not to spoil. Like, I have gaslit so many fucking people. Just like, oh no, that's not what you think it is. Of course it's not. You fucking
Yeah,
dumbass.
I
No, it's
gaslit
not.
my
No,
brother.
no. What are you saying? That's no. What the fuck?
Yeah, like-
Just lied straight to their face.
Yep, I
Yeah,
gaslit
What
my
are you-
brother.
what are
I
you-
hate
Huh?
lying. I hate lying in real life, but this is what I will pull it out for. Like,
I mean, it's
like,
for their own good, right? Because it will make the moment.
oh
way
no,
better
this is
when
how
they
the
forget.
manipulators think. Oh no. Oh, that's how it begins.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh god.
So I do want to
Oh, yeah.
come back to this before the end of the episode. So for Berserk, right?
Oh boy.
So like we were talking about getting into shows, like I feel like I technically got into Berserk on the first try. Cause I like the first time I started reading Berserk, I bought the physical copies because I was like, I'm going to read this. And I made a video, I made a video. It never saw the light of day, but like I worked on a video.
Still made it.
Well, that was a Berserk review, and I read the first full volume, and then I didn't continue on that.
Wait, first deluxe volume or full
Yeah.
volume, as in the 1/3 of it?
No,
'Cause
like the
The
first.
deluxe volumes
the first,
are 3
deluxe.
volumes each.
Yeah, I know. The first deluxe volume, I made a video on that. Never fully finished it, but I did that, and then I pretty much quit, and then at some point I picked it back up, and I just read it pretty much all the way through. So I feel like that counts, right? Like that's just me dropping the series for a bit.
That's you're taking
That's
a pause. I wouldn't
giving
say
it a
getting
pause.
back into it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like right now, I'm reading Tower of God for the second, or trying to get into the Tower of God for the second time. I wouldn't count,
So
all
what
the other
is
pause
when?
times.
At what point is it I'm trying to get into it versus I'm just taking a break?
When
when
you realize that, what do you think? For me
if you're like,
personally,
I don't like this show, but I'm gonna try again. Then if you have that exact
So
thought
if
process,
you
I think
quit, I'm done with this for if you just say
for at
"Yeah,"
least now, yeah.
yeah, for me personally, it's when I scroll my list, see the series, and actively I'm gonna take this later. I'm not in the mood. So that's when I
Yeah.
feel like at that point.
I mean, for
Alright.
me, what was crazy for me, Berserk was one of the first manga I actually fully read through.
Wow, your level is okay.
Okay, so my manga
It's
were
like
always
reading
used to be One
for the
Piece.
first time. Like your sense of scale is gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's One Piece was the only thing I read, but weekly. I've been keeping up for 2 years, but besides that, I didn't really read much manga. I tried a few mangas, tried One Punch Man, tried My Hero. My Hero, I quit instantly. I gotta get back into it at one point, but haven't. But this is a good example. But so when I went
I
last
stay
year,
hating
I
My
started
Hero.
reading manga more actively, and one of the first ones I picked up was fucking Berserk, and I read through the entire thing in a month, and I've been up to date ever since. Yeah, so my skill manga has always been very wacky because I've been One Piece fan, and then Berserk was just one of the first. Yeah, just fuck it, just read
It's
it.
like me and my sense of anime. I watched first. I watched Dragon Ball, and then I watched I think Hunter x Hunter after that,
Oh,
and then
geez.
Bleach, and then Naruto, No, and then Bleach, and then One Piece, and then Bleach, and then Naruto.
Jesus Christ.
It's a weird feeling when I'm the most normal one in the call.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
started
normal
with
for a
Sword
reason
Art
that I just.
Online.
I
I
have a
just so
list,
normie.
but-
I haven't even anything of it.
Bro, I was like, I became an anime fan in 2012. What else am I gonna fucking watch?
That's
I
fair. that's
became an
Oh
active
god, it's
anime
been 11
fan
years.
in.
fair. Don't worry about that.
Here it is. I became an active anime fan. Here it says 9th of February 2015. That was when I was starting to write down. And then I was at One Piece episode 174, Sword Art Online season 2 episode 19.
And that, I do have to say, I watched SAO. I never got to season 2. I never watched a single episode of season 2. I watched the first half of season 1. And then, like, the fairy shit happened. I was like, I'm out. I went back to watch it years later. I was like, I guess.
Wow.
And then I was like,
Oh,
I saw I was watching on one of those sites that had like comments on it, right? And I just saw like people being like, "No, on to season 2, yeah!" And I was just looking at it like, "Nah, close the tab."
Nah, that's not. That's not.
I was
for
like,
me.
"I'll do it later."
yeah, I watched SAO a couple times. Also, and then I
I
had
watched SAO Bridged a lot.
yeah, I had Yu-Gi-Oh episode 15,
Oh
Monster
fuck! I gotta
episode.
finish Yu-Gi-Oh one of these days.
Yeah.
One of
not even
my
gonna
best
start.
friends, it's like one of
I'm
it's
not
like
even
her
gonna try.
favorite anime because like childhood and stuff. And like I only got to like the second arc or something because that's just what was
Yikes.
on TV. And so there's like another like 100 fucking episodes. I'm like, I gotta watch this shit at some point. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Yu-Gi-Oh is now at 1,000.
I don't even
plus
think I want to
episodes.
try.
I'm not gonna
Like,
watch all of Yu-Gi-Oh, just original Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah,
No,
Yu-Gi-Oh
no,
Duel
that's more
Monsters.
fun.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, also, I was apparently watching Monster at this age, so you know.
Oh, that
Apparently
explains
at
why
episode.
why you're so fucked up.
Yep, apparently at episode 10.
Anyway, that's
And
what we're
then-
gonna call it for this week.
Yeah, we
Yep,
should
fair
call it here.
enough.
We've been
Before
at
this
it for a
becomes
while.
just a general anime podcast. God knows there's too many of those already. Alright.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll see you next week for chapters 41 to 50, getting up to that like juicy 10% mark. And
Yeah.
So with that, we'll say goodbye to Hut,
Bye.
Ryu.
Laters.
I'll be your host, Ben, and we'll see you next time.